Okay, hi guys. So I'm going to show you a bit of insight into why I do what I do. Please be patient with me. It's my first couple of videos and I'm getting used to the whole process. So I'm also trying to get used to talking at the same time as painting, drawing. So I've done the complex stuff first. And what I'm going to talk about today, and I'm not going to make it a long video, it's going to be quite a short video. But what I think is really important is the reasons behind why I'm doing this work and why I've kind of gone off into a tangent into the abstract world. Because I used to be a technical artist, and I've been called at this time to do more neurographic and abstract art because it's a way of me letting go. You'll notice it throughout my work. Those of you who know or have seen some of my old pieces of work, I used to paint figurative and landscape art, and even some of the older abstract pieces from earlier this year. You can tell that there's not the same essence of letting go in those pieces, and essentially you can see where I've started to let go, completely deconstructed the whole thing. So I won't go into detail about every little element, but to summarise, you can see me in the artwork. It's basically a direct representation of me, the colours representing the high vibrational abundance, and the line work, which is more representing the flow and the ease that's come into my life more recently, and then still having that technical element, but reflecting the natural world and our connection to nature, because that's really important. There's also the celestial theme in here as well, which brings us closer to the to our connection with the universe and our universal selves, our spirit self. So going into a bit more detail about the line work. So this is the geometric work I'm doing at the moment. Not only is it really relaxing to do, it's very intuitive. So there is a little bit of a method to it, but I try not to put too much methodology and process behind what I do now. I just have a small process and I allow myself to run off a little bit more on a tangent, because what it helps me to do is it helps me to relax. So you'll get a very kind of relaxing theme from these pieces. It helps me to relax and create from a place of complete authenticity, because they're not as planned. There's a little bit of planning that goes into them, but not much. Every piece turns out completely different. It reflects my authenticity and also my flow. So I'm someone who's struggled a lot throughout my lifetime with staying in the flow of life, and I would say that this time in my life I've really connected to who I'm truly meant to be, and that's a whole other conversation as well, because who are we, right? We're human beings in a spiritual body, so are we people? Where we're just the programming that we allow ourselves, or those of us who are conscious beings, what do we choose to keep and what do we choose to let go of and reprogram? But getting back to what I was saying, it helps me to stay in the flow. It's really allowed me to connect with myself much more deeply as I stay in flow, which is something which reflects the rest of my life. And also the abstract nature of the whole piece, or all the pieces that I'm doing, basically allows me to create, well, you have to create from a place of complete trust. You have to completely trust yourself to just let go and let things kind of be what they want to be. So as a technical artist, someone who's went to university and studied fine art, and throughout my life was painting alongside my job. I always was practicing what I learnt at uni, and so I was kind of always quite tight with my expression, or what I would say rather, there wasn't expression in there, but it was always a bit too planned and thought out. You know, what do you want to express to the world, rather than, you know, what is it, who am I? So I used to create art as a way to get away from the world. So you would still see my personality in the artwork. I used to paint from a place of kind of darkness with a bit of light, whereas now it's completely different. There's still some darkness in my work, but there's a lot of balance of light in here and flow. And so I go off on a tangent, but yeah, it's completely the whole abstract concept. I didn't even plan to do this. I could never have imagined myself becoming an abstract artist. Could never understand how abstract artists do what they do, but it's something that I've fallen into naturally, and I really like where it's going, and it's allowed me to express myself rather than creating from a place of like trying to get away from myself. I'm creating from a place of expression and wanting to express myself. So I'm actually, you see who I am rather than just elements of, you know, my dark side or elements of my light side. You actually see my full self-expression now in this work, and that's what's really beautiful about it. It's a whole new thing for me, this whole abstract world, and it's really exciting to be doing this. I really enjoy the process, and I really enjoy seeing how they turn out, because what's really cool about it, it's just like with anything in life, when you truly let go, yes, when you're allowing yourself to stay aligned, and we're not perfect, I have my off days, my wobbly days, but when you allow yourself to stay aligned with what you truly deserve and desire, you will get the outcome that you want, but it may not always look how you thought it would look. And that's also reflects in the artwork, and that's what I really love. So I really enjoy doing these. It keeps me in my flow and authenticity, but also I discover things. I really enjoy the process, and I discover new things about myself and about the artwork as I'm going through. And yeah, it's really exciting. So I'm excited to share this with you, and yeah, I'm really positive about where things are going for the future, because I just feel like I've got so many ideas and I want to share them with you all, but I'm also learning this whole process of recording at the same time, or recording, you know, with my artwork, actually doing it, you know, recording with, you know, with the artwork and showing the process. So I'm getting used to it, and I'm building my skills that way as well. So that's also a creative process as well. So as I've been talking to you, I've not even been aware of what I've been doing. So already, can you see that I've already built these kind of geometric shapes into this area? And what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be choosing some areas to build out some neurographic connections. That's something else I'll talk about in another video. I won't spend too much longer here, but the neurographic side of things, if any of you know what neurographic art is, but if you don't, I can go into more detail in another video. It's a form of a type of art therapy. I'm not an art therapist, but I have in my own time studied art therapy and learned about it and been practicing techniques. And so I like to kind of get those neurographic elements into my art as well. So this is another way of doing it. So I'm going to continue with this, but I won't keep you because I don't want to create really long videos, because even my attention span stops at some point as well. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this journey, and those of you that, I mean, if you like the video, put a thumbs up, like the video, because more people then can see it. It's a new channel, so it would really help me out. And if you really like this content, if you want to see more of it, subscribe, because there'll be more content coming out. And yeah, if you are a abstract art lover, I have a new Etsy shop. I was going to say Etsy store. It's a very American, isn't it? Etsy shop. And the link is in the description of the video to my new Etsy shop, and you can get high quality prints, originals, and you can also request custom orders from there as well. So like, subscribe if you want to see more, and pop over to my Etsy store if you want to see my abstract wall art and if you're interested to buy. Thanks again for joining me, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Take it easy.